What's up, ghouls? It's Batty Jade, and welcome to another demo. This time I'm playing a game I found on Steam that's ready for a demo, and it's called Tavern Talk. It looks kind of interesting. It's kind of like a story driven game, I think, and we're running a tavern, so we're mixing drinks, something I have no business doing. Don't drink drinks, surely don't mix them, so let's get started. I really like this cute little guy right here. He looks really derpy, and I appreciate that. I like our little tavern, like up on an Alp or a hill somewhere. Very aesthetically pleasing. Like, I love things that just look like they're like made out of like stones and like probably covered in some kind of greenery or moss. And not sure what the dragons all around this tree are about, but I guess we're friends with dragons. You know, I'm not mad at it. Select your pronouns. I'm a she, her. Technically a cat lady, but you know. Hiya, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? You look like if, like, Toph had a weird blonde elf child and it grew up. Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy. Oh, we have a crow! Yeah, this is definitely my tavern. I allow the crows inside. There's a weird plant growing all along the top, climbing over everything, and I got a bunch of weird funky crystals. I approve. Yes. Yes, all fine and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better, I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. That's exciting. Okay, alright. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster, or a mushroom mimic, maybe a gnome. Did it? No. But I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great! I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same Amaranthian Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. There's a moth! I got it. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. Now, that's a nut. I'm allergic. Well, then they're thrilling for you. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh. No worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, you didn't tell somebody who's feeding you food and drink that you're allergic to nuts? You might be stupid. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut, just not something very fun. Only death. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? Sure. No, I think it counts as a mistake. So, what you're saying is that you're missing some spice? Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I wasn't talking about spice in your life. Oh, that's what you meant. Or maybe I meant to say never mind. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Have you tried visiting a circus? Huh? Well, perhaps you could find something fun there? I'm not into the whole circus thing. Clowns scare me. I always think they have ulterior motives. The way they look at me with their empty eyes and wide smiles. Ugh, scary. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what if singing is not the telling of a tale? Oh, what is singing if not the telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never live through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to the song I started writing. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph resting by the lakes. That sounds... I mean, I prefer a little more, what do you call it, like, metaphors, alliteration, but sure. It's a good song opening to me. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it has a nice flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. Everybody wishes for things to happen to them. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? No, I don't think so. I would love to sing about the exciting magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. What's with you and nymphs? Oh, in the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a featherlight nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both. But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes, tutorial. Really? Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? Harley, you just asked to come up here, so sit and be good. Don't be a butt. How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. Hello! Oh, your name is Andu. Look at your little derp. Blah. Hello, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No. I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with the sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. What? I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Draw recipe. But how does this show me how to make it? So this must be the star, I guess. Maybe. Yeah. So... One to there. Okay. One to there. I think. And then 1, 2, 3 of this one. Yeah. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Swift strike. Okay. Yes, that's correct. Oh wait, I didn't ring the bell. I thought that was the bell. Did I do it right? I don't know. Wow, it actually does teleport. course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe. But how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes. I want to tell great stories, but... But what? Never mind. Hello? I think your cape is frozen mid-wind. Can I get you something to drink? How can I help you? A drink. For you? I'm sorry, Hades' child. Right, what kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Okay. Spoken heart. Oh, I'm sure you'll love to drink that. That looks very dark and dreary. Okay. Sweet and sparkling in taste, the spoken heart will bring your deepest feelings bubbling to the surface. Your newfound sincerity, confidence, and many heart-filled words will work wonders in boosting your persuasive abilities. A charismatic boost, great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. Okay. So... one of these... one of these... okay. And 3 of these. Okay, spoken heart. Yeah, and that is the bell. Okay, so that's all I have to do. Well, that's a pretty easy one. This should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Not gonna do anything weird to you at all. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. They left quickly. Alright. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds and the trees, we keep the balance, it's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No. Not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for the same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if it's wrong to leave, though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Goodbye. Oh. Werewolf mommy? Greetings, traveler. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep? Last time I checked? With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. You can call me Care or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Carolyn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No quest for me. But I may have one for you on your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tagrin. Tregerin. Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf? That's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Erove. Been wondering if it's the same one just moving up like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah. That just split society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. Which one are you, Innkeep? Listen, I'm team both, you know. I get called a vampire a lot. It's a little racist, you know. What with my hatred of sunlight and complexion and ghoulish behavior, you know. But I mean, werewolves are cool. And you know, I don't really want to drink blood, so I'll just say you're right in front of me, so I'm pro werewolf, team werewolf. Is it the fur or the pecs? Both are solid choices. Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp more so. It's the blood. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, that's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you that you could pass as a werewolf? Yes, all the time, at least twice a day. I'm sorry, are you not? Was there something else that you is? Apparently I'm the werewolf racist. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunched back, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind on your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Ugh, don't know, don't care enough to check. Either way, the southern werewolf. Yeah. Right, anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works. On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Carolyn. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. Gotcha, Care. Alright, Chief. You got a name, or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, then before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course, what would you like? I'll take something powerful, something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered-down muck instead. Okay. Order. Strength. Southern Brawler, then? Yeah. You want a Southern Brawler. It takes 1 defense, 1 whatever this crown is, this charisma. One of this, one of that, and then 3 of these. There we go. Southern Brawler. I done did it! I did it. What a pretty little cup. Drink with 0 water as requested. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Habs back west. Through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No, that's why it's personal, dumbass! No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will ya? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. She's fucking crazy. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that, yeah. That's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. It certainly is unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open up wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. Alright, well then. If you find any more rumors for me, or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf, don't do groups, but sure, for more work, I'll be back. So, you're not a werewolf. You're just a wolf. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. I could use some help. Fine, I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. Think the next best step would be sorting the matching snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select that clue of yours and it'll all be written up. Got it? Got it. Thanks for your help, Care. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. Okay. The Volcakin Carolyn told me about. Oh, the Volcakin, that's what she's called. Told me about a werewolf who was roaming around Tigran, a potential threat to villagers. Okay, that's undead snails. Werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. Apparently no dog can resist the urge to run after a stick. Okay, werewolf previously has been seen in Evereth, a southern town. A nomad. Or do they have a goal in mind? Maybe this goes together? It's not going here. Okay. A banshee is haunting Lonesome Lagoon. There. Okay, now it's stuck. And it's marked with the same pictures on the paper, so it should be the same. I think they made it pretty easy, pretty baby easy. A werewolf on detours. Cute little evil wolf. Okay. Aw, I feeds him. I sweeps. I blows out the candle. Oh, look at my little home. Act 2, Prelude to Bravery. 58th of the week. I have little dragon stuff. See, there is little green stuff growing on here. Little rocks. Oh, there's ivy. There's ivy growing up the side. Oh, so cute. A little dragon on the table. We've got a little dragon wind directional thing too. Oh, I love it. Hey, Quinn. Hey, baby. You're going to take on a werewolf. You've never been outside of your home, and your ass thinks you can take on a werewolf. You're gonna die. Your ass can't take on a peanut. You're gonna die. That might be a magpie. I don't think that's a crow. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregrin? Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even, preferably one who is good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. I am good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. Did you just shit? Did you shit on my floor, Mr. Magpie? And is that tentacle tipped with some kind of jelly? There's sketchy shit here. And maybe I want the quest? Just maybe. No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you've talked to humans before? And you've got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room? And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then? I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest and then I have to go on the quest? And I have to fight the werewolf? Or talk to the werewolf? Which is worse? Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and I shoot a tree instead, and then the tree would be mad at me? But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took quite a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable. Yes. Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Ah. Maybe you'll be able to add my bones, to your menu soon. You'll have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general. I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. but every time I think about embarking on a quest, I start to think more deeply about what might happen. All my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something to make you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light and the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amarithian hide. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. The Mary Morgan incident? Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank Gaia, word didn't get around. It was my very first adventure, the chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? An adventuring party was on their way passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvian spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger, a merchant up in Tegrian recommended me. I agreed to help, of course, my first adventure. Yay! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous, so of course it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people! Seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares at my back as I walked through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I've never got lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well. There was blood rushing in my ears and I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks to the Shivermere. Home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end... They had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out. When dawn broke, and the fog ebbed away, I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the Wern Chimera that resides in the Quarg Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. Your first encounter with a Hydra? Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought since it had fire breath it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Hydra, and I have the whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all that I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things as changing as the Vysan sea. All chimeras hate mice. All hydras love tea. I thought to myself, wow, the hydra has given me a riddle. A quest, maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left. And I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged for the answer. Turns out, that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Would-haves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They changed nothing. I suppose you have a point. Why doesn't anyone want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky! I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it except for me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once. I wish it had been just once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing, or dangerous, or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make for a nice bouquet, you know. I saw you poop again, bird. Or hair accessories, they always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping. Like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. There's nothing wrong with picking flowers. There is if they're the wrong flowers. Imagine if I had offered them to the adventurers, or even worse, the Hydra. It would have been so embarrassing. I don't think gifting flowers to make them a little happier is embarrassing. And it would have made for a good story to laugh about together. I don't think they would have laughed about it with me, more at me. Maybe they would laugh with you if you chose not to run away. You seem to assign a cruel sense of humor to people you haven't actually shown you such a thing yet. Not everyone thinks about you the way you think about yourself. That would be nice. Innkeeper, yes. Do you like spending time with me? I'd never tell someone no to their face, so I'll just say yes, I do. Really? Of course. Seeing your face in my tavern brightens even the cloudiest of days. Please never stop coming around. I won't. You make me feel a lot less alone, thank you. It's because you're not alone, not as long as my tavern and I are here. You'd better not go anywhere. Not planning on it. Anyhow. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right, I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me. But I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis, I can't figure out how to grow those. I've grown those before. You just need a lot of sun. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find out then. Like, on a quest? For example. Don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they've got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is to help them. What if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I am a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and, future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet, so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just a hungry, lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Okay, so she said charisma for talking to it, right? Okay, so I'll give her the one with the charisma, which is this one. Whoops. Okay, so as soon as you pour in, it goes to one of the levels. That's good to know. So one of those, one of these, and the rest are these. Spoken Heart. Do this one. Because I don't want to hurt the wolf if he's not a bad guy. This should do it. Thank you, I feel much better, braver, but farming. No wait, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Triggerin. I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I need to get started. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, So, I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magic properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us? Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take I'll take a look at them all together later. Oh, of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first I'll have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. Hope you don't die! Hope they don't run into a clown. Or maybe they should. They could become friends. Fable the mighty hero and their best friend, the magical clown. Doesn't that sound good? End of demo. Oh, look at all. They put a picture of themselves on here. Oh, and they look like they're in a magical place as well. Okay. Well, that wasn't a bad demo. Very simplistic, but I do like the characters. Oh, I can kind of see the moody person with their hood off. They have black and white hair. That's kind of cool. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of dialogue. It's very, very simplistic, the gameplay. It would be nice if it was like a little bit more maybe tedious, like if there was a little bit more to do. I think it could just be the little bit better. Maybe there will be a little bit more in the full game. But anyway, that was Tavern Talk. If you want to play the demo for yourself, it's up on Steam. You can wish list it for when the full game comes out, if that's something you're interested in. Anyway, if you're interested in me, give me a little like and subscribe to me as well. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye!